gentlemen, welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world.
And then Jay just put your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. It is the morning shake with me, Jose Hendricks, and of course, my co-host, Mr. J. Paris. What's happening, bro?
What's good? Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world. It's your boy, J. Paris. We're coming to you live on this beautiful Monday morning from Johannesburg, South Africa. It's the morning shake powered by the Inside Show, and it's one of the best podcasts in the world. Good morning, gents.
And of course, we got our bro. These ones are becoming like the other co-hosts on the show now. But we don't mind. We enjoy it. Jay, don't you want to intro?
Facts.
I don't even know if you can call them guests anymore.
I don't know. Do you want the long intro or the short one? These are my homies, or do you want the So Sean was born and bred in the United States of da 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 da. He came up in the game from da da blah blah blah.
Yeah. Kind of a serious one.
Okay, you probably know a lot more, broski, than what I do, though. You probably, I mean, your OGs.
I take it off the dome, bro.
Your OGs that come from the factory days, broski. This is probably like over a decade ago, bro. We were freestyling yesterday all day, bro, and it was super dope. Super dope. I had the bars. You were trash, but it's cool. I'm kidding.
Let's do a battle right now.
Okay, it's Monday morning.
Okay,
it's Monday morning. My bad.
Let's go.
Nah, it's Monday morning, and it's all love, guys. It's all love. So yeah, bro, Sean, we are super not just proud of you, broski, but we're super thankful and grateful to have you in our circle. You know, we go way back, bro. From the factory days. I mean, this is over a decade ago.
Yes, sir.
Just your heart for ministry, your heart
Yes,
for
sir.
people, your
Yes,
heart
sir.
for the kingdom, bro,
Yes, sir.
is unmatched. And you've done so many things in your life,
Yes, sir.
and God has taken you from strength to strength, victory to victory, and glory to glory, bro.
Absolutely.
And it's a pleasure having you here with us.
What
So, ladies and gentlemen, we got Sean in the building.
Good morning.
Then, of course, the antagonizer of note.
Note.
The antagonizer of note. The antagonist.
Note.
I got a bit of beef for this one though, bro. But I got mad
got
love.
beef
I
with
got
you.
beef because
Bad
broski.
guy you love to love.
Yeah, broski.
You love to hate.
The homies usually sitting like right here next to me, bro.
You're there,
I don't
bro.
know. Yeah, I heard that, but it's cool. The homies.
We had nothing.
Yeah, he let you dead that about
nothing.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool.
Sing nothing.
You usually sitting right here next to me, bro. So I don't know what's going on now. You ain't got love for me.
Hey, man, I'm afraid of being gaslit because
You
I
ain't
know
got
you're coming
love
with
for
it.
me.
I know you're coming through with a gas next door.
Ain't got love for me.
Yeah, flamethrower. So now, this is what you need to do. You need to protect your space, guys. Hey, that's
Joe said us morning, he's
dangerous.
like, you want something there? He's like, I'm gonna go there.
Nah, bro, I come in love and peace this morning, bro. I promise you, bro. We easy as chill. It's a beautiful Monday morning. August is on the horizon, bro. So, yeah, bro, the latter stages of the year, and we're just gonna do it bigger, better. But broski, you another OG, bro, from way back coming up. Yeah, bro, a triple, quadruple G, broski. And I told you yesterday, broski, on our way back to the ranch and so forth, that you are an asset to society, bro. What you know, I always ask, yo, bro, how many terabytes do you got in your brain there, bro? Because I think just the wisdom, the understanding, the knowledge that God has poured into your life, bro, is unmatched, and it's so good to see. Although a lot of people got a bit of beef with you based on last week's show, but it's cool, bro. You stand your ground, bro, and you make 100% sense with a lot of things that you say, broski. But we salute you, and we that sounds like an outro, but it is an intro. Don't worry, broski. Yeah, but without further ado, we got Mr. Joe, the believer in the building with us.
And the mighty Pastor Zakes. And the mighty
Can I
Paris.
exalt you? Yeah, can I do
Let's hear the intro.
Okay.
So yeah, this is nice. I like that. So yeah.
You can't stay in the whole show, bro.
Do you want to snap, bro?
You better sit down, boy.
Squeak, man.
Yeah, so welcome everyone. Like my boy said, my name's Joe. But today I want to say thank you to this beautiful opportunity being here on this beautiful platform that raises the bar, that comes through with the woke and not that new woke. We're talking about the real woke that where we can dissect what's happening in culture And who's bringing this platform? But these two guys here, the Morning Shake. You're bringing the fire. It's Mr. Zakes, Pastor Z. You know, let's call him Pastor X or something. Let's have like a new nickname.
Pastor X sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, Pastor X. Yeah. So that's his new nickname. Yeah. So we have Pastor X and Jay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So we just want to say thank you to these gentlemen. You know, such pillars in the culture, especially being so relevant in today's society, and also grounded in the word. And these are the kind of people we need. And look at them, examples, looking fresh and also fresh with the knowledge as well. This is kind of leaders that we need, and this is the people that we need to see on our screens and pushing what can I say?
A proper agenda.
Pushing the agenda. Agenda? No, it's not an agenda. Let's say pushing
It's the truth.
Pushing the truth.
Is
That's
not
why we say,
obscure.
yeah.
Yeah.
These guys pushing the
Truth
truth
is not
in
obscure.
such a beautiful way. You know, you have to be relevant to the world, and these guys come so nicely. You have to be relevant for the world and still be grounded in Christ.
Nah,
and these guys
big
come
shout out.
through nice with it.
Big shout
I can
out.
go on a little bit more, but let me just say the guys. I can go on a little bit more, but I just want to say that the guys are looking really fresh, and I really want to hear what they have to say about
let's
today's
get into it.
controversial conversation.
Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen.
Pastor
Thank
X.
you for watching this show. So please do jump in on the comment section. And then, of course, we got it open in front. I got it open in front of me. Jay's got it open. I mean, everyone can have it open in front of them. And we can jump in and have that conversation. Become part of the convo with your comment there, because we're going to get a little bit controversial, but it's part of the action, man. So this past weekend, bro, I think it was Friday night, we had the opening of the Olympics, my bro. And, of course, you guys knew we were gonna go there. We're gonna go there. We're definitely gonna go there. And then, of course, the Olympics opened. There was some blasphemy going on there, according to my take. I think Sean has a different take, but for me, bro, it was just blasphemous. Because the truth of the matter is, okay, they're trying to depict the Last Supper, right? Yeah. They also, but they're also depicting it with something that they know Christians don't agree with.
They know they're gonna trigger.
Yeah, they know it's the LGBT community. They know what the Bible says about it. They know how Christians feel about it. So they're like, nah, we're gonna show you, we're gonna antagonize you, we're gonna do. And the truth of the matter is, the reason I know it's antagonistic is because what does that Last Supper have anything to do with sports, throwing a javelin, running 100 meter, throwing a shot put? What does that have to do with anything? So here's my first question. I'm gonna toss my first question in the air, right? Yeah. Question number one: why do they always come for Christians and they leave the other religions alone?
That's a very good one. I'll take the first take. So
or other belief systems, let me say. Because
Yeah.
Christianity is not a religion.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
maybe
I get
Christianity
you.
is,
It
but
is.
following
Christianity
Jesus is
yeah,
not a
yeah,
religion.
Yeah. But
I
we
get
can
you.
break it down. But okay, we'll go in. Are we going in?
yeah, let's
We're
go
going
in.
in
Yeah.
barefoot,
So good morning,
my
good
take-
morning, Fabs. I see Fabs is in already. He's busy watching.
Shout out Fab, the legend.
Welcome.
Yeah. So my take on it is because Christianity, I'm gonna go the long way, right?
Once.
So, but I'm gonna just speed through it because I know how my voice sounds. So I think because Christianity, lots of people has done so much bad things with Christianity, colonization and all of that stuff, right? In saying that they're doing it in the name of Christianity, right? People have people outside, not Christians, but people outside of Christianity see Christianity as almost like a bully, if you know what I mean. You know, they were the Christianity was the ones that came into indigenous lands and converted people and all of that stuff, right? So people feel like they can make Christianity out to be the bad guy, you know? But in the same breath, when I say that, I say that also Christianity is so accommodating and so vulnerable. It's still Christianity is the only belief system that says, okay, go into my doctrine, go into my word, and let's see, are we wrong about this, or are we right about that? So now I feel like because Christianity has that stance, and we good people, you know, we good people, you know, so now people feel like they can step on Christianity, and Christians won't say something back because of history. So So I feel like that's
It's
what's
taking advantage of the turning the cheek principle.
Yes, it's but
Yeah.
yes, thank
Taking
you.
advantage
It's
of it,
basically that people, the
brother,
world is taking advantage. I have to.
Wait, Joe. Wait, let me
Brother,
stop
we
you.
got
Let me
Nates in
stop
the
you.
house.
Let me stop you. Listen. Every Monday morning, the first person in the comment section, right,
Nathan.
is Nate. And this morning, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome him. He made it. You made it, bruh.
That's meant to be. Otherwise, bro.
Ja, nee,
nice.
first time I'm here.
I don't lie. You
Talking
were
about
here.
soccer.
Yeah, you were talking
Football,
about
I
soccer.
say.
And
Football,
happy
I say.
birthday, my bro. Yo, people, it's Nathan's birthday today, you know. We're going to give a shout out.
Guys, lying, man. What?
Bro, I wish you all
don't
the
be
best,
shy,
bro.
bro.
I
Don't
wish
be
you all
shy.
the best for your birthday ahead, bro.
don't-
I know
don't
that
be
you're gonna
shy.
have a magnificent
November,
day
bro.
ahead, broski. I know it's today, and bro, we just wish you all the best.
My birthday,
Happy
bro.
50th, dog.
Sure.
Both of mine as well. So this is Nathan, aka Jabba
incomparable.
Boy.
Yes, sir.
I'm praying for you. A very good friend, also a very radical individual. Very radical in his, like I said, you know, in his way he lives his life, the way he speaks, and also the way he comes across with his product. You know,
And
he
the
does
message.
apparel, and you know he's fresh when he
Say,
comes
hey,
to
this
with
man must pay me for it.
I'm praying for you. That's how I'm praying for you. So just click you on top.
Getting marketing.
Click somewhere here.
Now, but
Top
like,
and you get your hoodie.
I wanna ask you, do you know about this whole thing that's going on with the Olympics and that whole thing that they did the Last Supper and basically? how
Yeah,
they
I
were
saw it on
mocking us?
Facebook. I
What's
saw
your
it on
thoughts, there, bro?
Facebook. Yo, bruh, you know what?
You got the gig. It was your idea.
You
You
know-
decided. It was your-
Man, bruh. It's a bit, I don't know, man. Actually, I don't know what to say about it, but it's almost like people are doing it like it's on purpose. Everything they're
Really?
doing it's
No,
like
it is on.
they're
on-
really trying to put it out
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really have nothing to say about it. It's almost like it's unstoppable now. Like people are just doing what they want to do. No one has, how can I say? The fear of God isn't really there anymore. You know
I
what
think
I'm
it's
saying?
them, and it's just a minority. Remember,
Nah,
the
I think-
online space is not. There's so much more people outside of the online space that it will look like, the Mensa. But the truth is, bro, there's more God-fearing people on the planet.
But you know what the irony is? We were watching this yesterday where there's a guy walking around in the streets of Paris, like asking, you know, that street kind of street interview kind of vibe stuff. Yeah, so like, yo, did you see anything wrong with the Olympics? And like most of the people that he was asking were like, no, there was nothing wrong. It was nice. We were there and this and this and this. He's like, did you see anything where there was some sort of blasphemy or whatever? And some of them said, no, we didn't see anything. They did, but they were even oblivious to the fact
Yeah,
that,
but that's
that
first
was
world,
going
right?
on.
No, gang people in first world don't. You know,
I
they
think-
don't stand.
I think people are desensitized, you know. There's a desensitization that's happening in media and stuff when they show images that's blasphemous, especially blasphemous to Christian or God. I feel like now it's like it's okay. It's like people saying, you know, in movies, Jesus Christ, you know, and all that stuff. Everything is being desensitized, and for us Christians, it's mockery, because now when you see these people doing this, and I feel like the Olympics knew exactly what they were doing when they did that, because first of all, they know what's our stance against that kind of lifestyle. They know what's our stance against that kind of lifestyle, and they still chose to do it like that. And also, like you were saying, Pastor, that it has nothing to do with sports. What is the Last Supper depiction with LGBTQ people have to do anything with sports? People coming together to do sports, Olympics. So it just shows me that there's a dirty agenda somewhere there that people are doing. But right now, I'd like to say another exaltation. We have this brother right here, another talented brother right here, coming in smoothly, you know, right here with the all black. Looking real fresh. How you doing, brother? Another radical Christian.
So, but here's the thing,
Guys,
James.
we sure there's not another special guest that's about to walk into the
You
building.
might never know.
You never know. You never
Mike
know.
Tyson,
There might very well be. Nah, I think I actually think Josh is on his way.
On what Joe is saying, I look at it like this as cultural appropriation, you see, because you can't get attention anywhere else. You know, now you're coming. It's like I use this analogy of when your child cries. For those of us that has kids, you know, and they say, "Daddy, I want lollipop," and then you say yes, then they cry, "Ah," but you said yes. You know what I mean? So It's cultural appropriation, you know. You want attention so badly that it's a thing of, yeah, we're gonna mock Christ. But for me, bro, in many ways, bro, even Christian, the term Christian itself could be going.
No, wait, before we go all the way in, right?
Okay.
Here's my take on it, right? And I want gents, let's talk, bro. Don't sit there and be quiet the whole time now.
But bro, I'm here. To
support.
So here's the thing, right?
I agree to disagree also now and then. you know?
Yeah, it does agree now and then, bro.
He's in the comment section, but in person. So
I'll just comment.
So here's the thing,
Maybe
right?
now some of my comments can be heard. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Shots fired.
Next stop with the lies, you know.
Alright, so here's the thing, right? When it comes to baiting Christians, because I even saw a comment people saying, yeah, now the Christian podcasters are going to be all over us and da. When it comes to baiting Christians, and there's a convo we had yesterday because we were together yesterday, and I said, gents, is it that Christians don't feel the need to rebut? Because this is my take, right? I said there, I sat down and I thought to myself, maybe we just feel like, hey, bro, listen, yeah, we know the truth, right? And the truth doesn't need defending. And I don't feel like I need to now go and try to convince someone that doesn't want to be convinced that this is indeed the truth. Then there's another viewpoint to say that, yeah, but what about apologetics? What about an opportunity to reach out to someone and say, hey, but gents, hold on. You can't just be doing this. Here's the truth. But here's the thing. Let me drop some Bible just so we can maybe have some just some context here. Is that the Bible does say that in the last days there will be blasphemers and scoffers and mockers, right? So these are indeed, so that if all else, this should be showing you that we're living in the last days to when it's getting, because if you think about it, right, I was watching a podcast yesterday with Patrick B. David, right? Yeah. And he was speaking about the porn industry. Yeah. And he was saying that I think it was somewhere in 1970 somewhere, right? Or early 1980s. Yeah. The first so-called, in inverted commas, porn movie that was produced and came out was called The Kiss, right? And the whole controversy was that they kissed on the screen. The screen that time, it was like blocked, and the people were protesting outside the movie theater, and people were going crazy like, how can you show a kiss on the thing and da. Then it progressed after that into like showing like actual things. Then if you begin to look at, I mean, we old enough here to remember the progression. We remember where we're just like kind of showing this part where you could see the top of the breast. It was like,
we remember the saxophone, and then the camera would just fade away.
And it fade away, yeah.
I don't remember.
Or the camera would just like...
You remember?
Or the camera would like pan.
I don't remember. What do you remember, bro?
Or the camera would just tilt up like me. You see now? Now listen.
Listen, don't be shy, bro. We grow.
Now here's the thing, bro. They go in the room, and then they start hugging.
I don't fold. Bro.
Listen, gents, they go in the room, they start hugging, this, that, and that. Then the camera like tilts up, and then the scene changes. And then he says, but it's interesting to know that not that long ago, just a kissing scene in and of itself was like, yo. Then Baywatch came out where they're now showing Pamela Anderson. The things is now bouncing all over. Then everyone was like, yo, you can't show that. It's like, there's you see, here's another one.
Man. On your lap, bro.
What?
On your lap. Is it cool?
Guys, I don't have much to say. We're not speaking about football.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so this is another brother. This is brother Josh right here. No introduction needed. Another radical Christian. You know, he's up in the hood.
So here's the thing. For everyone watching, I know what is wrong.
What happened yesterday?
You see now.
He's that kid.
Like I said, I eat too. So I'm the Harry Maguire in every situation.
You and you.
Bro, you can.
So here's
I don't have much to say. You can sit here. We're not speaking football, bro. We can sit here.
I can stand it.
No worries.
Okay.
Bro, please try and check if you can get another.
Jason, you're the host, bro. Come
Yeah.
on. That was cool.
Yeah, so like you were saying,
So I was saying, right, the kiss was controversial. Then I'm just talking about the history. just to fill Josh in the history of the porn industry, in how the first one came out and it was a kiss, and then everyone was like, yo, you can't do this on screen.
And how
then
things
how it
just
progressed. And the same thing with language also progressed. And the same thing with pushing the boundaries of blasphemy also progressed, where it's like, first you couldn't say, sugar honey iced tea. It was like, bam. Then later on in the movies, they were saying it. Then you couldn't say like, and so how certain things started progressing to the point now where it's like, yo, bruh, full blasphemy is acceptable, full language is acceptable, full nudity is acceptable. Now we're at a place where it's just like, now everything is
That's
acceptable.
what you were saying. It's the desensitization.
Just pull up
thing,
on the
you know?
mic, please. Will.
It's a desensitization thing that you were saying. It starts with the kiss, and then they show more and more.
Because even if you look at the LGBT community, we're speaking about what happened at the Olympics. If you look at the LGBT community, the first people that were fighting about the right for two men to get married. Like, why can't we get married? It's love, da. Then it progressed into, but what if two women love each other? Okay, sure, then let's do that. Then it was like, but what if
A confused man wants to be a kitten, but he also wants to date a dog.
Yeah. And then, and then it was like, if we're going to accept this, then we must accept this. Then it's like, okay, what if an older gent likes a small child? It's his preference. Okay, if we're going to accept that, then we must accept that. And so when you start opening up the floodgates like that, now it's like, whoa.
You must remember, I think we weren't opening the floodgates. You see, the average guy is just sitting back and waiting for this thing to fall in on itself, Because again, now you have daughters, bro. Imagine an uncle saying, I identify as a woman, I'm going to go and pee. There where your daughters is peeing. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh,
That's how a lot of guys are like that. They want to go into the female.
You understand? Like,
no, this is how we behave.
But
it makes women feel uncomfortable. Now, this is my. Sorry.
No, jump, go. It's conversation, bro.
This is where I feel like the safety of women is more in jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, if we are protectors and if we are the men in the house to make sure that women are safe, if women are with, let's say, a bunch of women is with two gay guys, are those guys gonna protect those girls if something happens?
Nah.
But they men. They have the power to actually be the first line of defense, but they're not standing in that position. Yeah. Do you understand? So if someone goes into a bathroom and here a woman feels uncomfortable, oh no, I don't want this guy in here, and now they have this argument. So now the woman's wrong, but it's their toilet. Yeah. Just because, oh no, you must allow
and that
us
did
to
happen.
be.
That happened at the gym,
But
where the woman says, that's how came into the changing room. He went full frontal.
While the
and
daughter was
it's like, brah.
So
I'm
that-
here with my
yeah,
child now. She
yeah.
doesn't need to be seeing
That
this.
for me is like, nah, if you look at it, it doesn't make sense, bro. Like you can never make that normal.
So
You can
yes,
never make
so
that
so.
normal.
But the other thing
I
is
think
the
let's also
dangerous,
bring
the dangerous part
after you.
of that is, again, the online community is so small. In real life, there's consequences, you know what I mean? And the average guy doesn't have time to worry about your sexual preference, bro. That man is worried about, getting bread for his family, getting, and you're going to get beat up,
So do you think that's a first world problem?
Issue,
It is. Yeah. It is, yeah. It is.
I will say they started. Remember, everything in the first world, it starts there and they filter it down to
It
us.
fails.
Yeah. Remember,
When it comes,
it
yeah.
fails, yeah. So
Then it's-
remember, there was a time when South Africa wasn't trying to do
that.
everything
Yeah,
America was doing.
I think we're still
We were just
conservative.
the hip hop had us. You could see, hip hop American influence. Now everything
But
America's
hip-hop wasn't
doing
gay, though.
has-
That is the difference. Hip-hop wasn't gay.
This is what I'm
You
saying.
see.
They filter it in and then it filters down.
Yeah.
It goes from the top down. Do you understand? So they are the ones pushing this agenda on everyone. They are the ones questioning Uganda. Why are you guys making such rules? It's like, yo, this is Uganda.
Yeah.
They told them, no, don't come mingle in our business
Yeah,
here.
I remember
We're
that,
protecting
yeah.
our children here because they are coming for the kids. It's
Facts.
anti-creation.
Facts.
It is anti-creation.
If God looked down and saw, it's not good for a man to be alone. He didn't
Preach,
make
Simon.
another man.
Preach,
He didn't
Simon.
say, I'm going to make a man and we're going to make a grass ball so these guys can kick ball. No. Do you understand?
Or do the...
Yeah, even if it wasn't a sexual thing, he didn't make this man a bra. He made him someone. So
A wife.
If we want the world to accept that anti-creation agenda, then we must accept that one day we'll extinct ourselves and not the AI.
Yeah.
So yes, I want
understand what I
Jesse
mean?
jump in
Because-
here quickly, please, bro.
You know what I mean? Because people won't
Depopulation.
reproduce.
Yeah,
For me, it just looks like another depopulation tactic. If it's not vaccine, it's that's life.
Alright, bro. I want this man to
Let's
jump
see.
in
Come
quick
on,
there, bro.
Jess.
I'm listening here.
come
The
on,
gents
Jesse.
are on
He's
a
also,
roll
he's
here.
also just in the comment section.
Cooking, they cooking.
Cook, just
Now, I agree 100% what Chester was saying there. It's true. When you look at it, it's literally depopulation. That's why they're giving kids these hormone blockers and all those things, and not giving them the repercussions with it. So it's just literally shoved into their face and say, okay, you want to be a girl, take this. It's that interview. I don't know if you saw the interview with Elon Musk and Jordan Peterson. where
I
he
saw the
actually-
snippets. I didn't see
where
the
he
whole
actually comes. Elon Musk actually comes out there and says, hey,
It's gay.
I lost my son to the woke agenda because his son went for a whole transgender type of thing, and now he's a girl. And that's why he's so strong about this transgender type of things, and he's fighting against it.
Oh,
because
can I-
he sees how
That's
this thing
painful.
is in his house.
Can I
That
ask
is
a
painful.
question? Just on that, does it count though if you say transgender, if you still got meats and you say you're a woman? Does it?
Literally at this point in time, you can say anything. and
Nah,
it
bro. At
counts.
this point,
Yeah,
anything
they make up
counts,
their
bro.
own. That's the thing.
At this point, you can make up anything,
But
bro.
no,
and
here's the
it
thing,
counts.
bro.
As you hear, you a sheep.
It's disrespectful. Yeah, but
Sean
I'm
the
saying,
sheep.
Sean the sheep.
it's disrespectful
Don't do that,
when
bro.
you're forcing me to accept your delusion.
Yeah.
It's blind disrespectful, and that's where the fight is gonna start.
But it brings me to the point of the pendulum, right? And we all know the pendulum and how the pendulum operates. So the pendulum operates like such: you pull one side, and then once you let go of that side, then it was now gonna swing to the other
the
side.
way to
And so the whole concept about the pendulum is the further you swing it that side, the further it's gonna go the other side. So now you're starting to find more conservative voices coming. Now it's the rise of Andrew Tate. Now it's the rise of Jordan Peterson. Now it's the rise of the Owens coming up to say, hey man, men must be men again. Now it's the rise of, but now with that rise comes, now you can throw in some misogyny there, you can throw in a bunch of things that you want to throw in there, because it's like, bruh, you all took it there. So
No,
I'm
but-
going to take it there now. If you want to
so
take
when
it
you
there,
wanna
I'm
put
going to
toxic
take it
stuff
there.
in, we can
So
also
I
put
can also
toxic
put some toxic in there.
Misogyny is not toxic because I think it's built into a man. You know, there's certain things that just is. You know, like when your timer, we all that grow up with timers. You know, when your timer said, "Yay," then me, he's
Yeah, but that's a difference. That's not misogyny.
No, but
That's
I'm
just
saying,
you being a father.
But
that's
the
built
woke
in
the woke agenda says that
they
is
wanna
misogyny.
say, they want to make
You can't
that-
say anything,
They want to
otherwise
make,
you're misogynistic.
Yeah, they want to make the male voice seem like
always trying
you
to.
scaring me, you hurting me. You know, you say, hey man, I'm a man. How can you tell me to call another man auntie, but you got meats, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
it doesn't work, bro.
So
you know?
how far?
Like,
Let's bring on Nate in. How far do you think this the pendulum is swinging? Like with the rise of the Andrew Tates, with the rise of the Owens now coming up and saying, "Hi, we're not gonna stand for this thing." With the rise of the whole, what's it, the red pill, where the whole Owens are coming to say,
But it was
we
inevitable.
are men. We're gonna be misogynistic if we want to, because you almost want to make whatever you all want to make. What do you feel like? Do you think that the swing of the pendulum is gonna come as hard as the left came for the right?
Okay, guys, let me start off with this first. Nah. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm sorry, guys. I was invited here unexpectedly. I never read anything.
all of us.
But
No one is.
okay, from my
just
side,
trying to
guys.
go
Oh,
clean
like
up there,
I'm
bro.
listening to you guys now, ne? You speak so profound and you're what you listen.
Profound, what does that mean?
I mean, the way you speak
Articulate.
so scintillating. Yeah.
you're
Okay.
right, bro.
No, my only issue is every time I look at this, everything is going on around. Only thing I can ask myself is how do I protect my daughter from all these things that's happening
that's
as a father. I remember when I was in primary school way back in the 90s. In primary school, I remember the first time I was reading, there was a magazine where I was reading at school, and I saw a gay couple getting married. What it brought into my system, like I don't know, my spiritual being or whatever, I was like in total shock. I'm like, how is this possible? How can two men get married? And as time went on, it became a norm. Like, you see it everywhere. And like everything that is happening now with the whole LGB, what that's going on now, it's gradually gonna start coming this side also, and also into our schools and stuff like this. And my child is gonna grow up into that, going to the schools and stuff. And so I'm considering doing the whole homeschool and stuff. But you you're not always with your child. You don't know what the child is learning at school and stuff. My only thing is, like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff guys are saying. I'm like, yeah, these guys are rapping here. I must re-listen to what they're talking about and stuff like that. I don't really go into all these things, you know. It's something I need to learn about also. But
all the info.
what I'm saying is now, like, my only question is, how do I protect my daughter? My daughter from all of this. How do I teach
That's a
her?
valid.
Yeah, you see, that's my only concern.
I think let's go
really,
around the table and come up with what your solution is. I have my thoughts on it because I have 2 daughters, right? And those are the Josh, do you want to jump in there, bro? Just grab the mic there, bro.
Just before you ask the question, I was just going to add on what he's saying in terms of protecting your child, you know. I think that's the heartbreaking part about this agenda, about this evil agenda that's not recognized as evil. If you have a child, bro, all of us who have children here, we know that feeling. It will bring tears to your eyes if you have to really think of what that moment meant to you. When you think about, oh, I have a son, Messiah, I have a daughter, I have...
When you think about the unisex bathrooms that's being introduced in certain schools, bro, now you taking your daughter, you're taking your son to these schools, bro. What are the steps that you as a parent...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm getting there because remember now you think that this is the life for your child. She's gonna be a wife one day. You want a man to come and meet her. You know you want to teach her what love is and whatever. And your son, you know that okay, this boy he's probably gonna play soccer. He's gonna dance or whatever. But you know this is your boy. Now Elon, I don't know if he's got his only son or whatever, but. Now a man with the only son, right? Now a man with the better have gang sons with all that money, right? So exactly. So now you have one son. Now you have one son, right? Yeah, I'm landing the plane, right? Now you have one son. Your son is there. He's successful. He's growing up. You know, you can see, okay, my boy, he's a man. He's a man. You know, but later on he goes to college or whatever. Now he comes back. Now he's gay, and you and your wife, you're older. All you know is that my legacy lies in this boy. Yeah. You see, now this is the heartbreaking part for me. It's like, we can't really protect them because whatever we teach them in those first years, they'll be able to hold on to it and stay away from what they shouldn't be.
That's biblical,
yeah. So this is why I'm saying, this is what we can do, Nate. We must let our children know, regardless of what you hear out there, this is what the word of God says. This is what we stand on. This is how you got here. Without mommy and daddy making sure you have this, know this, you will go astray because of these things. If we don't teach our children, bro, I've in the industry, we spoke about the industry last week. If I didn't know what I knew when I was a kid and I wasn't brought up that way, bro, tables, I would have been there with the guys. You understand? So it's that thing of, no. This doesn't sit right with my spirit. So people who don't send their kids to Sunday school or teach them God or teach them principles and let them know, scold your child, tell them, we don't speak like this at home. But they record the child when the child is cute. They record the boy when he goes on like a girl or, no, me, I reprimand. Because like he said, it's a father thing to say, hey, your
job is not.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I chorus? Yeah.
Can I just ask a question though, bro?
Because now, okay. So this is why I'm saying that for me is a better solution. Let's teach God as early as possible. Some people didn't teach their kids, and you can see as adults that these people don't have God at their core.
But there's an extreme.
But I want to ask a question. Can I just ask a question?
That's just one of the
kids,
my
man. You got no
bad.
say.
My bad. Listen to the kids, bro. Listen to the kids, bro. Listen to the kids. No, bro, I want to ask a question. That's a beautiful point that you made. While all those points that you were making, broski, I mean, just the strength in mentality and also in the spiritual aspect, bro. But what about certain physical things? Do we run away from it as Christians? If public schools get to that point where now all public schools start creating where the teachers are basically like you're saying, telling you can be whatever you want to be. But you gotta please. What do you do? Do we run away? Take our kids out of those schools? How do we fight this?
I just want to say something, right? And it's difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult, bro, to have this, to have that, right? But for those who does have the financial means to put their to do a homeschooling, perhaps, or to put their children in like a Christian school or a private school where these things are not taught. For those people, they can do it, and I'm one of those people. I took my children to to a particular school because of that point, bruh.
Yeah.
That was one of the main points. I was like, I don't want my child exposed to these things. My child is young. Their minds are pliable. The hard drive is clean. I'm not gonna implant some weird things.
There's those other rich kids, woke kids.
That also.
Yeah,
Now that's the thing.
what if it starts creeping in there, bro?
No, and it does
but
creep
that's
in
what I'm
there.
saying,
My daughter gets into the car on Friday morning and she says, Daddy, this boy says I'm a colored. What does that mean?
Yeah,
And so
facts.
now I have to sit down and explain to my child something. It's like, my Bukana children just play there on the grass. Why must I now teach my child about racial division and all this? Unless I come up with a strategy to explain to her the beauty of culture and the beauty of different races and all that kind of
Everybody
thing.
wants to
But
be
why
like
must I explain my 7-year-old why she's a colored and why this boy is telling her she's
Thank
a
you.
colored?
Can I
It's
answer?
like,
Because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everybody wants to be like us.
Whoa,
You know,
whoa,
it's a
whoa.
fact,
So
you know?
I think you made a nice point and it segues nicely to what you're saying. I think for me, I feel like there is two options. You can homeschool your child. You can make those resources where you shelter them. But I say we need to have
of
like
hard
a
knocks,
yeah.
nigga.
We need to have like a parenting style of discipleshiping. You know, because we are in the world. These things are gonna come fast. So
Facts.
Even in
we
that
have to
private
walk.
school.
We have to walk life with our children. So the way your daughter said, this boy called me this. Then in that moment right there, you so much tackle it. No, my daughter, this is this. So I think instead of, I'm not saying if you want to put your child maybe in a sheltered, like maybe homeschooling and stuff.
That's not gonna
also
work
beautiful.
either also.
You know,
At the end,
there's
it's
pros
gonna
and cons.
backfire at the end.
There's pros and cons. Yeah, because there's pros and cons to every
Your job as a
decision.
parent, you
There's a
must
home
teach your
varsity
child.
also.
Exactly. So now my strategy is a discipleship kind of strategy. We're gonna walk this thing together. We're going in the world. We're going in the wilderness.
But that's what fathering is.
That's what fathering is. What did they say at
You
school?
keep your pee
This
until
This is
home.
where we build relationships with our kids.
Don't
and
throw a
stuff.
paper out of the car window. But do you think
You have to. Let me just land my plane. So
Facts,
this is where we do real parenting, and this is where real discipleship happens. My boy, what did they say at school? You see, now we're communicating. No, my teacher said this, and this, and then now you now lay the proper ground. Now you say,
But do you
no,
think that-
my son, this is the proper way. This is what
But
the
Joe, do you
world
think-
says, and this is
do you
what
But
think
that's
that
still
man-
internal
Nah, but
growth
here's the-
that,
here's-
that you're implanting in your kid, which I'm all for, bro.
Yeah.
But there's certain physical stuff that needs to be done, actually.
Nah,
Like
but
what
here's my
physical
question.
stuff?
Hold
Be
on.
specific.
What physical?
Here's my
Be
question
specific.
before you go, Jay. Here's my thing, right? Do you think that the world is structured, well, the devil structured things in certain ways that you busy at work the whole day, you come home, you tired,
It's
or
the world.
to break up the
That's
to
yeah.
break up the
Yes.
to break up the nucleus family, so that
Yes.
the father and the mother are now fighting, and there's a divorce. Now the light is growing up alone, not standing. Now that there's no time to say, don't do this, don't do that. Now there's no mother to bring in that balance, because we all know as a God-given fact that the best environment for a child to grow up in is a healthy environment with both mother and father, so that the child has a understanding of both worlds, and there's a balance in the child's mind, and in a healthy environment, not where they're fighting, throwing plates and all of us, because then it's like it makes the child anxious. Later on, when you're interviewing this child or you're speaking to the child in a counseling session, when the child is 15, 16, I grew up in a home where my father was throwing my mother with a plate and all of this. Sorry, Nate, you can jump in there, bro.
Yeah, no. One factor I think that also plays a major role is look, you can have that family that's normal, every mother and father's lekker and stuff like that, but you also get like maybe the what do you call this now again? The average couple, the people that earns like a normal salary and stuff like that. They're constantly working 8 to 5 and stuff like that. And one thing that's also very important for the child now is time. You need to spend a lot of time with your child, because most of the time the child is spending time with their friends.
Or the screen.
And or the screen, yeah. Like with the days I grew up in, we never had screens really. It was
Thank
black and
God for
white.
grandparents. who are here, though.
Yeah, so I spend most of the time with my friends, and with all the mistakes I made in the past was because of my friend. Yeah, you know, you're doing what they do, and everything they do becomes a norm. The first time you see the stuff they do, how to pick up girls and all those things,
It's from the Owens.
it's from the Owens.
Is it
You
wrong
learn those
though?
things,
Is
and
it
you
wrong
learn
though to
other
learn
things
game?
like smoking, drinking, and stuff like that. But you were taught these things at home. But you spend most of your time with those friends.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The time.
The time, yeah. So the time. Yes.
The mic, bro.
So you spend more time in that environment, so that environment kind of shapes your thinking, the way you function
influences
and
the child
approach.
more.
Can I-
Sorry to cut you off, actually. To approach you. Yeah, just to, you know,
I just think-
it makes you act like that's your family. But if you're around your dad, you'll start acting like him. If you spend time with him, if you do things, you'll be like,
100%.
nah, gents, my dad don't like when I do these things or when I'm involved. You know, like it helps you to know that now I'll get in trouble for this. Yeah. But
Like
that's,
me,
that's
Macho,
also why we
the-
must always remember God's watch.
The light is at the.
That's
But
something I
here's the
started
thing.
doing.
The light is
But
at the
in
school.
real
Who's
life-
is watching?
The
but-
light
but
is at
in
the
real
school.
life,
Josh
bro.
used to say, Isaac, come, your time has not checked because they knew he's a pastor. Then I say, I'm not worried if my time has here or not. I know I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm going home sharp, just. Then I go home. Then they say, look how you carrying on your morphine and this and this and this. It's alright, gents.
No,
I'm
but
going
I
home.
mean, it's natural in society where you get friends that beg you to destroy your life. You know what I mean? You scared, bruh? Just one line. Just one.
Yeah, but
you know,
it's not-
Mess up your life
not
forever,
pressure.
that one
They
line.
beg you, you know, to
Mess
to-
up your life forever, that one
Yeah,
line, bruh.
you see.
Then
So-
now you're struggling on drugs. Where's that friends when you're stealing your mother's iron while
hot
she's
iron,
busy
hot
ironing?
iron, hot iron.
When you're stealing head socks over lines.
Hot iron,
They
bro.
not there.
Yo,
That
bro.
bro, just not one line. They not there when your mother must put a burglar on a bedroom door.
Yeah, but it's that thing. You're with wrong people. You know,
Where
they
they-
beg you to destroy your life. Anyway,
Guys, luckily and unluckily for men, there are consequences that pulls us into order. You hang with the wrong homies, my
But
brother.
it's
and
still
you grow-
choices.
And you get locked up one night and something happens, bro, you're gonna change your life. Especially if your dad's like, can you sing? You know, so sometimes life has to you have to be on the playground and
Mas
someone
catch
has
your
to hit you to realize, I can't so praten, can you? So we are shaped by the things that push back, our environment. As men,
I think pressure is good
if you
for
are,
men.
if you are also soft, if you are
Pressure is
also
healthy.
100%.
if you're also your pressure is very healthy because that's why we are hard. We diamonds. You know what I mean? We just covered. We clothe diamonds. You know because diamonds a girl's best friend. You know what I mean?
Okay. Back that is soprano.
So
Let's
that's
go, we get the
that's why we gotta-
explosion.
that's why we gotta dress ourselves well because every man who's made hard through life can really stand for his family.
Facts. If
But
everything
that's
comes
what
to
it
you-
comes down to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
societal pressure. You know,
Bro, I just
we're
wanna
not gonna
agree-
cave.
This is
I
why
just want to
gonna
greet the
cave.
people here,
Okay.
sharp. Kyle, I see you. Thank you, my brother. And then, of course, Clayton Fabio. Thanks, gents. Please do continue to communicate with us here on the comments. We're definitely going to read it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think what pressure and the way we grew up, I think in a sense that the society we come out of, it shapes you, it makes you hard, and then you don't cave, bro. So that's why I say, to me, I don't care about government. I don't care about being cancelled. I don't care about, whatever. No one's going to tell me how to raise my
Come
child.
I ask you
You
a
know what I'm
question?
saying?
Come I ask you a deep question now.
Yes,
If
sir.
your time was in your life, would you be parenting differently? Yes, no, why?
I think so because...
For the good reasons or for the bad reasons?
I think more good, bro. More good,
Like for the reasons like I'm doing this with my life because my time didn't do it with me, or I don't know how to do it because my time didn't do it with me, or
think-
I'm doing this because he was there for me.
I think
Okay,
it's a
He's
mixture
already a
of all
great
of
dad
them.
because of his
let me
willingness.
start with this.
You know
né?
what I mean?
The ability to father né, is in our genetics, right? No, we don't know not how to father, right? It's the same like with a woman when she gives birth, she knows breastfeeding, blah blah blah. You understand? I think that is built in, right? I mean, Christ,
Like a
God gives
natural
you- it's an instinct,
inclination,
you know,
instinct, yeah.
inclination, right? So God gives that you're rooted in Christ. I do think a little bit would be more different because the wisdom, that's what we get from our fathers, right? The wisdom and experience. Boy, munira khane, boy, don't jump like this, boy, punch like this, boy, let me teach you how to weld, boy. Let's build a car.
Save
boy,
some of your
let's
money,
cut
yeah.
grass,
Put some of
boy,
this money
save
away,
money, boy, let's, So I think it would have had a much greater impact, had it been that way. But still, again, it doesn't mean I was short of father figures. You know what I'm saying? So you pick up from Yadabo, Abi, you pick up by Pastor Carl, you pick up, you pick up there, but the thug on the corner, you pick up, and that's how life is, So you have your ability to sift and then just take what you
But
need.
why do
and
you
work with
ultimately
that.
go back to when your light is doing something and you must reprimand or you must sort something out? What's your foundation that you actually go back to and say, you know what?
Can I be vulnerable and then take it one on?
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
So
bro.
I feel okay. Me growing up with no daddy in the household, right? I feel like first of all, it is a struggle. First of all, because you try and find your manhood in things that's not there. You try and find manhood in gangsterism. Maybe the Owens gonna give you that pride that you need, or maybe objectifying women makes you feel more of a man. That's where you get it, you know, smoking, all that stuff, right? But for me personal, what really grounded me was obviously like you touched on is getting right role models. Like you see, oh, that guy, my friend, he has a dad, and that's how I see he conducts himself. You know, as a growing man or young man, you notice men how they walk.
You
How
never
they
go to any of
operate.
your uncles and say, you know what, I looked up to you. Because sometimes those uncles in the community don't even know that you're looking up to them.
I didn't go up because the thing is, you take snippets from everyone.
From
If you don't
outside,
have a
from
full
outside,
father,
you
you take snippets and
You
you
see
create
that uncle
that father
every day,
figure.
every day at 5 o'clock when you're playing outside, he's walking there with his briefcase. He's coming home from Span now.
Yeah.
You know, you
But
see him
you
like,
see-
okay, nah.
okay, let me not take it
discipline.
a different direction, you know. But I just think again it's that thing to say you take, it's like going for dinner, you know, you don't eat the crockery and the cutlery and the plate and you know all that stuff. You eat what you need. Sometimes you take doggy bag, sometimes you know you don't take doggy bag, you know what I'm saying? So it's you eat. It depends what you eat.
Sometimes you take the cutlery.
You know, no, I don't take the cutlery. That's theft, man.
It's okay to confess, my brother.
It's okay, player. You know, I think in
This
a
convo just
societal-
got deep now about fatherhood.
but it's a good thing. It's a good thing because the world system again is trying to make it seem like we're fatherless. It's trying to make it seem like it's acceptable, you know, that men are just standing. And again, I don't have to scream, I'm a man, I'm going to show you. Pride. If I see injustice, you know, if I see...
But I think that's again the swing of the pendulum because we saw light is growing up with our father. We saw the light is catching on nonsense and we're like, hi, me once I have a child, I must be there. I must make sure. Sometimes
that's
you
what I
find
was about
yourself
to say.
slipping.
But you
And
can,
that's what
you
I was
find
about to
yourself
say.
slipping. You're like,
you can
"Ish."
overcompensate also. Remember, we can overcompensate also. So
And that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying is that because I had to now figure out this father figure, make a father figure for myself.
And I did.
When I became a father, I overcompensated. I made sure, no, I want to now do this. I need to
Show my
do
life is
story
alright,
time.
yeah.
We need to read the word at
Facts,
night. You know,
facts.
I need.
But
to
those are
teach you how
good
to
things
pray.
though. That's
Yes.
not overcompensating. Reading the word every night is
Yeah.
a good thing
But-
that you're installing in your life.
Yo, most definitely. But when I say overcompensating, I mean like I micromanage it, everything to
Yeah,
the T.
I
You
feel
know,
what you're
you
saying.
must know Psalm 23. By 4 years old, my son knew Psalm 23. You know, and yes, it's a good
Chain
thing.
your
Knowing
baby a
scripture.
duck plate of food. Eat everything now.
No. That's gluttony. That's gluttony.
No, but it's what you're trying to say though.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm
you
trying
ain't
to
got
say
no
that
kids.
because you didn't have that father figure, you look for all the father figures and then you magnify that father figure. So then you just put this mountain of stuff in.
Joe, I wanna go over to Jesse. You got two lighties, bro. What is there things that you seeing now with your lighties where you're like, hey, my time I used to do this with me, or my time I did this and I didn't like it, so I'm not gonna do that. Like my time I used to just every time he hears the kettle, bro. Every time he hears my footstep in the thing, make me tea there. I'm like, hey. Now it's like now I like don't wanna ask my children to make me tea because it's like I knew how this feels. It's like,
trauma.
hey, it's like, hey.
Okay,
But then let's jump in there.
Now, for me having two boys, I think the way my father raised me was quite well. So there's a lot that I took out of that, and there's things that he installed in me that I want to install in my kids as well. And then I'm gonna go a little bit off the topic here, but because I have two boys, I understand also. Coming back to LGBT type of things, right? There's days. Kids are kids, bruh. There's days where my son, he'll go and he'll put his mother's shoes on and stuff. It's my right to reprimand him and say, look here, this is your mother's shoes. There's my shoes, you can put my shoes on. But you're not going to go be putting heels on and stuff. I'm not recording, taking photos and videos and saying,
But
oh,
I'm
look,
also like
you
that.
being
I'm
a
also
father.
like
I'm
that.
being a
Yeah,
father.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
I'm
putting
also
him
like
in the
that,
right
bruh.
place,
Facts,
yeah. And I feel like that's when the problem comes in, where the parents are like, oh, no,
It's
just
just
leave him.
fun.
It's just
It starts
fun.
like it.
It's
It starts
cute.
as just fun.
And
yeah.
then before you know it, the man is now wearing dresses. And then it's also still cute.
Yeah.
Until then he go cut things off. Then he's no more cute.
Until then he's depressed
And
and
then
he's
he's
thinking of suicidal.
100%.
Like, yeah.
Guys, sorry man. Okay, I don't know. This is probably off the topic now, but when I was around about 6 or 7 years old, nah,
My mother's dresses.
No.
It's okay, blood.
Not that.
okay.
Not that.
It's okay.
You see,
It's
I wear
okay,
my
bro.
mother's
It's okay.
something I couldn't understand.
It's okay,
Really.
bro. We're praying for you.
Something I couldn't understand really.
6 years
now
old,
my mother, she used to work. She was the only one who used to work. My father was full time ministry. So when my mother get a new pair of high heels, my father, you won't believe, my mother and my father wears the same size. Huh? Yeah, anyway. So when I was a light in it, I just saw my father wearing my mother's high heels.
No, bro.
I'm like, what? What's going on?
No,
But-
bro, please don't go there.
No. But the thing is, the reason behind
Land
it,
the plane.
the reason behind it was,
There's a
I was like, Daddy, yo, why are you wearing mommy's high heels? No, it's hurting us, so we had to trap him out.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So at least there was an explanation as
You
to
had
why
to
he
have
was
an
doing it.
explanation,
Right?
because
It
you
was
were
like,
like, yeah,
if
yeah,
I
yeah.
just never check to say.
You must watch how you say it, certain things, bro. We're living in a world of clickbait.
But
Yeah.
can I say, ne, the jokes we used to make, ne, like your mother's a man and all that stuff, bro. It's really today. It's
You can't make that joke, bro.
I can make that joke, but it's now it was so far fetched, right? But now it's actually a real thing now where someone
The joke is real now.
Yeah, like it's not funny no more.
It's not a joke.
Came full cycle.
Actually, because I can only imagine the trauma of someone who grew up, mommy and daddy. Now mommy breaks up with daddy and mommy gets another mommy. Now their child has to adapt so much. You know what I mean? For me, it's the effect that these agendas have on our children. You know
But
what I
that's
mean?
where the
Because
attack is.
even just being kept away from your child, just to go off topic, right? I don't want my child later to hate a mother because of what a mother did, but that's a trauma that's already designed for my child. Do you understand? So later on,
There's almost like there's nothing I
so
can
later
do
on,
about
a child grows up and he realizes, oh wait a
bro.
minute, I've been gay my whole life. I don't have children. Some people get that, and I speak to gay people when I'm in Mabonang and I talk to
it's
people,
learned, bro.
right?
I think it's learned
Yeah, some
behavior.
things are
It's learned
learned,
behavior.
right?
Yeah.
Some things are learned behavior, but it's also learned because
Trauma
a
and
coping
all of this.
mechanism.
Yes,
Some
yeah.
people need to cope, you know? So for me, I always tell people, like, are you okay with not being anybody's ancestor, working for whatever you're working and just leaving it to people to take? If you had to leave now and we say, okay, Jesse's gone, I'm taking the laptop, Jesse's the phone, you find. That's literally how it's going to be if your life is just, I'm living. I'm a gay person. So I always share that perspective of, are you okay with living this life so hard and not setting your son up or not leaving a legacy? Because if you wouldn't let your family come and take all your stuff now, you're literally working for whoever's gonna be left. So that's perspective that I share. I don't like to make it too, but I'm like, guys,
Sound like judgment to me.
Like I know I'm my child's ancestor. I'm a living ancestor already because I've got a child. You know what I mean? So I always share that thing of God wants us to leave something behind, but also set someone up. Messiah is not going to start where you started. He already has a dad in the house.
facts.
You know what I mean? He already has a daddy who's crying, a daddy who's showing him things. So you're already a much better father because of your willingness. You know what I mean? You showing up, whatever it is you're doing, regardless of whether your dad wasn't there. Your child is seeing a different version, something you've never seen.
I like how Nas puts it. You're wealthier when your child's upbringing is better than yours.
Yeah.
That's the definition.
You know?
Of, you know.
So that's also why me watching my parents, watching my dad, watching Peter, my older brother, that's why I started Be Supreme. I had the confidence to try and be a leader. Yeah. Because Paps was a leader of a church. And then Peter was leading the choir. And I'm thinking, nah, man, what can we do to keep young people off the streets? Like, you know, there's so many young, me and Levert used to always speak about it. Like, what do we do? Levert also has his dad at home. You know what I mean? So it was a thing where we know the guidance of Valdo and them. Or, you know, when we met Valdo and them, we could see, some of the homies, like, these people are coming from different situations. Let's open Be Supreme up so that even if the guys are not in the crew, let them just be here watching us rehearse because they're out of trouble for their time. You see where that comes from? That comes from looking at my father, seeing that
from
you
your
see.
house. So
And
you
that's
could
not-
make a plan, and our reality that comes now that a big man that's in his late mid-30s can say, I didn't become a drug addict, I didn't join a gang, I didn't go steal cars because I used to blow them. What else?
And just watch
because
that,
they were
but
just dancing.
you know what I mean?
Here's the real reality of such an environment. It doesn't mean you were exempt from anything. You know what I mean? You still went through life. Or I can speak for myself. Bro, I experimented, you know, sip
Yeah.
at a sip. puffity puff puff, you know, spankity spank spank.
the
None of the
heel.
pause. You know, the
Pause, did he do it?
You know, did it?
Did it.
No, did it? You know,
What we been looking for?
but you know what I'm saying. So I'm saying,
Confess. It's cool.
So no, I know
We here,
confession
bro, we
around
here.
here, bro. So I'm saying as a man, right? We must believe, or we must know and accept the reality that even if you grow up in the most staunchest,
environment.
holiest, you're not exempt from life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's a biblical principle.
Yeah.
You have to still go through
the
school
world.
In the
fees-
wilderness.
school fees
Yeah.
of life, you know,
Yeah.
which is the school of hard knocks, which I would like to believe we come from. Hip hop was my friend. We used to laugh at bass heads. You know, that's why I never, messed with bass and that stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
'cause
but
you know.
there was always a means to compare what was happening in society versus the music. You know, my mom hated Snoop Doggy Dogg, but there was some things he was talking. You know,
that you needed to hear as well.
You know?
But I think
So-
also that I think a large point is if you can find like your passion or what it is you enjoy doing at an early age, and you push and you drive on it. Like me, my thing was football.
facts.
I never went smoking, I never went drinking, I never went with the wrong people because I knew at the back of my mind I wanted to be a professional footballer from a young
your
age.
tool, yeah.
Yeah, and I had to walk in that, and I knew if I go this direction, I'm not gonna end up by my end, go where I wanna be.
Yeah.
I still never ended up there anyway, but through the journey, it made me a better person,
Yeah.
not
Facts.
doing the wrong
You don't
things
have
and
bad
going
habits
through-
now. You're trying
Yeah.
to shake.
And it
Come on,
it allows you to get I'm not a professional footballer, but it allows you to get to the next step much quicker than if you had to go the other direction.
Decision making.
Come on, ask this question around the table. We're probably gonna have to end with us because that hour went quick.
We ain't got no time.
Yeah, bro. So let me ask this question around the table, man. Your upbringing. You see now who came. You must never come in, bro. I just wanna ask you this question also.
Time machine. Let's go, bro.
Bro, come in there.
Who's
I wanna
rookie,
ask
bro?
you a question. Go that side here by the next door
come through
Nate. Oh, come here by Jesse. Come here by Jesse.
We drifted so hard from the Olympics.
No,
Kom terug
no,
next month.
We didn't drift from the Olympics.
All this is
Because
part of
all
it.
this is part of why people end up in that position in the first place, right?
Yeah, forgive your parents.
So here's the thing, ne? And I want to go around the table, ne? And I want to ask this question, and I want Fabio to answer this question also, bro. Your upbringing, how did it
Nice.
affect? Because I saw you said
Yeah, you
something
have
in the comments here, ne? Maybe
But
just
you're here now.
Yeah, you here in real life now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Fabio. So what did you say there in your comments? How did the fact that you grew up without your time and now influence because you're raising a daughter now? You have to go to school when there's trouble at your school. You have to defend your child now. You have to make sure now. How did take us from the journey of you growing up without your time and how did it influence the way you raising your kid now? Just go close
Just
to the
here
mic.
to the mic, please, bro.
Okay. Morning, guys. Morning, everyone who's watching. So with me, okay, I'm gonna fast forward. I think growing up without the timer for me, it's a blessing now, bro. When I see it, because his absence, like I said in my comments, bro, made me like, I need to be present. It's like that's the price. Nowadays I take everything like that. If that was the price to pay for the father figure I am now, bro,
As
I'll pay
difficult
10
as it
times
was,
now,
bro,
man.
in the pro.
Can I throw a spanner in there?
Just in the
But what
little
if? But can I just throw a spanner in there just to make a topic? But what if the way God intended it, you were gonna be even a better father with your father around? What if?
Hopefully.
Because
But can I say something now? I was listening also on my way now. So what Sean said, I don't want the crockery and cutlery, bro, because that guy is a part of that, bro. So he has an untidy side of him that I'm happy I can see from the outside. I didn't experience the dominating, how can I
the
say?
toxic side.
The toxic side of him, bro. So I could now choose. I'm not exposed to it. I'm not taking that. I have the Zixes, the Carls, Pastor Lesters in my life. I can be that. That's the price that I wanted to pay. If that's the price I needed to pay, bro. Yes,
And,
I'm happy.
Just
and maybe
sidebar,
if he was
They say you're
present,
supposed
you
to
would
be
have
here,
you
bro.
would have maybe adapted and gotten some of those things from him.
Of him, bro.
Yeah, so
The
I
toxic
understand
side,
what
bro.
you're saying.
The toxic
Yeah,
things.
I understand.
I
what
think
you're
just
saying.
sidebar.
because even the men we used to look at in the community, like you said, we take drips and drips. Those timers weren't perfect men, but there was something you admire.
Something.
Hij was
You
een
can-
timer.
There's something
Hij
you
was
admire
een
in your dad,
timer.
but you don't want all of him.
100%.
You know what I mean? So I hear what
I
you're
just,
saying.
I had
sorry, bro, just sidebar. Now, I also want to just quickly say that I think every circumstance we in is perfect for us, you know, whether it was dear makar or good, you know.
I
just
think
it's
God makes
perfect.
it perfect. It's
Yeah.
not perfect. God doesn't want. God
It's
didn't want
designed
you
for-
not to
it's-
have. God
of
didn't want
course.
you not
Yes,
to have
yes,
a
yes,
daddy.
yes, yes,
God
yes,
didn't
yes.
not want you to have a
That's
daddy.
a fact, but
God
I'm
didn't
saying-
want you not
but-
to have
but
a
I'm- but
daddy.
I'm saying-
But because of what happened, God still worked.
But I'm
out
saying
so
the,
things
the
can
circumstance
work out, and
was
things can
good
work out
for-
good.
Come
But
on,
if
Joseph.
The price to pay, bro. Yeah, she sign me up again. I'll do it again, bro. So that's
I say we can't say that statement because we
But
don't
bro,
know.
do you
what
think?
price.
Sorry, bro. So do
Maybe,
you think
maybe
you?
we're gonna be a greater man with the father in your.
Maybe
That's
it was
the
going to be a
problem.
worse
That's
man.
the
Maybe it
problem.
was
That's
going to be a
God's
worse
plan.
man.
Fabs, do
Maybe it was
you
gonna be a
think you
worse
come
man.
from a place of hurt,
Like,
though, bro?
come on.
Do you think you come from a place of hurt? Because I think also
I
in the
did,
way
bro.
that you,
I did, bro. So because Zix asked me my whole story. So obviously I think I was two. Dad got married. Someone else rejected me ever since. God has designed my life. I'm gonna give God credit.
Amen.
Because
Thou shalt.
whatever I needed, bro, I had exactly. My father has 5 brothers, and out of the 4, they never rejected me the way he did, bro. The one I can say taught me this, the other one taught me that, the other one,
that's dope.
you know, that's what the confidence I can say from where I come from, bro. One uncle is moving to Seychelles now, Faisal, like in business and with cars and how he carries himself, bro. That's where I take that from, bro. My other uncle, that's like a father to me. I call him dad. He's Ismail. He's the family man. He's that. Yeah, I want this. This is a family man. Family comes first. All that. The other uncle first one to buy a house, bro. First one to push, bro. He's like each out of each and every
There
one
are
of them, I can
examples.
take a
Bro, is
page
your
out of
dad
it.
still
And
alive,
I had a
bro?
conversation with
Is your dad still alive, bro?
about like,
Your dad's still alive.
yeah, he's alive,
Okay.
bro. He's alive. So I had a conversation about this like fatherhood with Sainio because he had you guys know we had a post the other day on social media. So we had like a 2-hour talk, bro. So thinking now like the father that I am, bro, that was the price I needed to pay. I did come from a place from hurt. In fact, I had I don't know if you guys know Pastor Kelvin, yeah, but he's from Rema, from Rema. So I had a conversation with him one day, a meeting, bro. And I sat down with him and I'm like, hey, I struggle with this. I have hurt. I have all these things that has happened in my life before. What can I do? And his conversation with me where we concluded was take the good out of this man. Acknowledge it because I can't say, it's not my time, I don't want it. That's gonna hurt me more, bro. So I acknowledged him as that, accepted it, took the good, bro. If I look at my time the way he's successful, bro, that man's work ethic, bro. If I can be 10% of that work ethic that guy has, bro, yeah, I'll make it, bro, I'll do it. But the toxic side, the bad side, I don't want it. That's the plates and the spoons and stuff.
Bro, I don't know.
But I
So,
think even
But,
like a
but God
good
has given
father.
me exactly what I needed, bro. Because this guy on the panel.
but is that a
why I'm at
conversation? Is
church,
that a
bro.
conversation you would have? I don't know what your relationship with your dad at this present moment in time, bro. But is that a conversation you would have with your dad now? If you had to sit across the table with your dad, what would that conversations be? Would you say, no, it was best, it was for the betterment of me. Thank you for
being absent.
being absent. Is
absent.
that a conversation you would have, bro?
It's a big conversation. It's a
It's a
big
deep
one
one.
because you
It's a deep
can't
one.
have a preconception of as it's
No,
so
I'm just
big.
finding out the
Because
essence of that
I've done
conversation.
something.
What would
I've
that?
done
I want
something
to
like
ask.
that.
I want to ask
Remember-
Chris, how far did you get? Did you
Remember
go and
we
speak?
had myself, Zakes, I'm not sure if Jay was there, Tyron was there, Sainio was there. You remember we had that, like, it was like guys, man. And
Just talking about
Sainio
it,
said he had to go ask his father for forgiveness, bro. Me as a son, bro, like 3-4 years ago, I didn't even do anything. I took Sainio's advice after we also got together, just like we did yesterday. Took Sainio's advice, went to my dad, bro, went to sit with him, said, bro, hey, I'm struggling with certain things in my life. My confidence is down, this, that, the other, because of your
What did he say? How was his
He was
How was
like-
his response?
His response was, it was cool, bro. For like a good 6 months to a year, maybe we were okay after that conversation. But then the toxicity just, eventually it surfaces
Elevated
again,
and-
bro. So, but I was grateful that I went to do that.
Yeah.
But how was that
tomorrow-
convo? The convo,
it
when
was
you said
intense.
it to
It
him.
was intense, bro. It
Did
was
he
intense.
reject the information? Did he say, "I hear you"?
He said, I hear you, but he was also again like coming from a side of, listen here, I have a different parenting style. If you don't listen to me, you don't get. Doesn't it?
The inability.
I don't enable you. You don't get your car that you want. You don't get the funding. You don't get the support. if you don't love your life.
Maar
according
ik
to
zoek
what
je,
I
ik
said.
zoek mijn
So
time, man.
that, so I gave into it for a time, but when it surfaced again, like you know the toxic side surfaced again.
Then you were
I
just
was
like, ah, it's alright.
this is why I'm better off, bro. This is why the price I need to pay. Yes, sign me up, bro.
But
I
how
need
are
to
you with
open
your
up.
daughter now?
With my daughter, bro. We are, yes, bro. We cool, man. Like,
You
that's the
overcompensate,
best
but
thing
in a
I
good
can.
way.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best thing I could ever ask for.
Does your daughter know I can phone my father now?
Yes, bro. She has that confidence. The other day, she had a situation, and I heard you guys speak about schools. Girls went out to play netball. Gents, boys. So she's a young girl already. So she's getting a period and stuff. So guys, the boys in the class came, scratched in all the girls' bags, took that bag thingy out. And
What a sanitary stuff.
Came with
those
an O-cup.
things in, bro.
Hey.
So when they came back, everyone in class knew now who has what. Oh, bro. I felt like she got home, transport dropped her, she called me.
They were just being boys, man.
There, this happened. I was in China more, bro. Called me there, this happened. Bro, immediately I called the school. I'm like, okay, I'm upset now. I'm telling the secretary, go to the teacher now. Tell the teacher, tomorrow morning when February rocks up, there's no please make an appointment. I'm making the appointment now.
I'm
So
coming.
happy you
I'm
guys are
coming.
answering. Because in the morning I'll be there.
Yeah.
Me and the mother went, rocked up, bro. 7 boys in the class came. Bro, it was so, I came to defend her. Nah? The principal understood it. But also the main boy, bro. I felt sorry for him because the principal said, like, the main guy that was now.
That was catching on the
was
nonsense.
catching on the
Instigator.
nonsense. He was catching on the nonsense.
just a boy.
He has that. He lives with his father alone. Father like drinks and doesn't want to hear anything about him. If his father comes to school and actually defends him. His father fetches his report drunk. Like, you know, that vibes. So I felt sorry.
Maar I can't hear
But I
it.
told this boy so nonsense, bruh. To the point where the principal says, no, you can't. I'm like, bruh, I'm the, head on, I tell this lady, tell your timer, he must come here tomorrow for me. And my daughter is here, she's going to gain the confidence. The principal says, you can't do this. I'm
And
like,
it's not
hey,
fighting, it's
not
discipline,
fighting,
bro.
I'm like,
It's discipline.
I'm like, this man is not being a father. And
Yeah.
in order for you guys to sort this out and to get him here,
I must speak to
I'm
him.
the way. I must tell this, like, to go tell your timer, I'm not afraid of him. He needs to come because he's not teaching you the manners
talk
he's
this
supposed to
thing.
have at home.
But that's the thing.
So then that happened, but so then
No, but for the betterment of society,
Wait,
bro.
wait, it turned out.
It turned out like where my daughter went
Ooh,
out.
it's a bit of a buzz now, bro. I don't know what you done did. Okay, dope.
So it turned out like
Yeah,
where
we cool.
my daughter went out of the class, whatever, and I'm speaking to her. And I'm like, don't do this to the 7 boys. I'm like, you guys don't.
Just
do this
say that again, bro. It went to a point, my bad. You just
Cut out
there
for a second.
Okay.
So you said it,
Yeah.
and it ended up turning out well.
Turning out
Your
well.
daughter
You are
went
motivational.
out.
My daughter
You
went
spoke
out,
to her
yeah.
like
So I'm
this.
like, boys, you guys don't treat girls like this. That's private. You guys don't do certain things to expose girls or like to make fun of them. It's not nice. You guys are supposed to protect them, defend them. It's not supposed to be like this. But yeah, father never.
But do you think that Lighties would have at least went home and thought to himself, "Ush,
They did.
I'm not gonna now do that."
Yeah,
that
bruh.
time I spoke to me. Now.
Even
Bruh,
if not,
that
go to see.
lady, I took my daughter to school 2 weeks after that with a project for like science fair and whatever. That lady saw me. Hi, Mr. Khan. How are you? Whatever. I said, hi, my boy. How are you? Are you good? What? No, did Athalia say we're listening now in class because she's the monitor. We're listening now in class.
So they listened.
But your uncle, you have a nice car, uncle.
You see-
Yo,
you
so
see-
I'm like, yo, if
yeah.
I'm the changer, this lady needs to see, bro, because he's not getting it.
If
home.
that Lighty
Because he
raises
has-
his child
because he
one
has
day
a-
and says, "There was a time they told me
they
one day
told
at
me
school,
one day at school.
I mustn't do
My
this."
father-in-law told
You
me
see-
one day at school.
hey. I'm nothing of that, bro. Yo, I
You know?
I rebuke you. But yeah, but that's yeah, James. I think that's the beauty of life, bro. God gives you exactly what you need, Zeki. I
Facts.
think at this panel, bro, you're showing, bro. 2012 when I came to Soul Out, bro. There was an altar call, bro, and this is just a small testimony. Quickly, James. I want to give this guy honor, bro. Because it was the Saturday.
There's a tissue there, bro.
It was the Saturday before Father's Day, bro. And you made an altar call, Zeki. So there's 2 people here, check it, responsible for me being here, bro, and where I am.
Come on.
This man made an altar call, fatherless. I think Josh was also playing at that solo, bro. Oh, this is
Bro.
a this is a
Bro, this
neat
is a
one.
this is a monumental
Neat
moment,
one,
bro.
You also.
I was doing hype. I was doing hype.
They was selling hoodies here.
Yes, look at bro.
Nate wasn't saved. We were selling guys and airtime. I remember.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Next was part of a jail smoking on the bus.
Yeah, I know I'm playing. Yes.
Well, I think JC was in Brazil, man. If I'm not sure.
God
Yeah.
found
But yeah,
Salvador,
even Clayt was here, yeah. So this is a neat moment, Jen.
Nah,
So
that's good, man. That's glory.
Zakes
to
had an
God.
altar call, bro, on a Saturday, June 16th, sold out weekend. Fatherlessness, and yeah, bro, I'm standing there crying, untidy, bro. And I go forward, hands up, give my heart to God. And this tall guy that was playing drums the night, bro, comes. And this tall guy comes and he prays with me, checks in with me, make sure I come in, plugged in, go to rehearsals, all that, bro. And here's he sitting, bro. He has some absence in his attendance, but I was pushing for him, bro. I was here.
Even no. Yeah. The other part about this thing, even when I'm not here, I'm here. You know, that's how he knows. You know,
Powerful.
even when I'm not here, I'm here. You know, he knows. You know.
But,
gents.
but big ups to you guys here. Seiki especially.
All glory to God,
Everyone.
bro. I'm giving all glory to God. You know, I'm just
Alright,
a
guys, I
vessel,
think
bro.
we're gonna have to call it a show, man.
Part 2, Bryce. I wanted to antagonize. I
Just
wasn't.
is part 2, bro.
Okay, we're going on just another hour
Alright,
there, Clayton. DJ, Dala, Clayton. Come on,
So
Clayton.
here's the thing.
I was-
I think the way the conversation segued was powerful because the things that we're mentioning is precisely the reason kids go out there and unsure about their identity and unsure about who they are and where they belong in society because of the fatherless generation, because there's nobody guiding and saying, hey guys, this is how this works, this is how that works. So now they go out and their only means of information is social media, is mainstream media. And if the mainstream media is telling you, nah, this is the way you should go, that soft, pliable mind, all they thinking is, okay, then if this is what we should be doing, then okay, sharp, let's do this. And the mainstream media pushes an agenda in such a way that if you go against that agenda, you get cancelled, you get fired, your platform gets taken down. So it's like, I'm scared to
But
say
cancel me,
something.
bro, for my child's soul, bro. You can cancel me, but you can't cancel me also at the same time.
No,
because
but
again-
you can't, nobody can really be, and that, to come full cycle, because I'm going to close now, but to come full cycle to the whole convo, is exactly that, is that the pendulum swung so far to the other way now. Now, we're speaking about, now you get the tapes, now you get these people that are coming and saying, nah, bruh, cancel me if you must cancel me. Take me out if you must take me out. Send me to jail if you must. But now,
once do it,
it's
bro.
like, bruh, do what you need to do, but now, how are we going to stand? And that's where people are now. And we saw it with the Bud Light situation. We saw it with the Buzz Lightyear situation. We saw it with the Target situation. We saw it with all these Disney shows and stuff where people came out and said, all right, then if you want to cancel us, but this is where we're drawing the line now.
My child is not for
This is
sale,
where we're drawing the line.
brother,
And so
brother
to round it all up, we started this convo with what happened at the opening of the Olympics.
Sorry, X. Guys, it's officially past the X.
Pastor X, Pastor
Yeah, we
X, can
do-
I just say something?
ask
Can
him,
I-
he doesn't come.
Yeah, can I just say something as well? Also, what you're saying, you closed it off so nicely. Me and Josh once had a conversation, and it was concerning my son. And when my son actually called me out on something, so I had a Michael Jackson T-shirt, and I love Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson, he looks a little bit ambiguous, And my son didn't know is that a man or a woman. The Michael Jackson T-shirt, it was the bad. I think the bad.
So you had to explain.
So now, no, but I had to explain, like, this is just Michael Jackson, he's a guy. But what I took away from me and Josh's conversation is that we have to, with our kids, we have to love in the moment, discipling. Because there's stuff every day that's telling them giving them new information. And we have to be
constantly.
ready. Yes, we have to be ready. We can't wait for dinner time to ask what happened and what and we want to fix. While it happens, we must be proactive. When it happens, when you see something on TV, when you see something on the screen, that we don't agree with, it goes against our faith, we have to tackle it right there, live a proactive life and call it out right there. So that moment that when we were speaking about Michael Jackson, and me and you love Michael Jackson, big but fan. we had to now call each other out like, nah, I can't
be rocking that T-shirt, Michael Jackson.
If it confuses your son.
If it confuses my son, you know, and he looks ambiguous, like sexually ambiguous, you know, my son couldn't
So
tell.
I want Sean just to answer this question, to close with us answer, and then we have to close remarks, James, but then let's keep it nice and tight. There's a question here. Felicia is asking, how do I raise a boy as a single mother?
Hi, Felicia. You need
Because you were raised
by a single
by a
mom.
single mother.
Yeah.
Hi, Felicia.
Look, obviously a woman knows only how to raise. She has an
It ain't
idea.
easy.
She has an
Trying to raise a
idea.
man.
You have an idea of what raising or what the perfect man is like, but in real life there's no perfect man. So just make sure, you know, if you have a brother, if you have an uncle, if you have a pastor, if you have someone that's good, you know, that you know your child's in good and capable hands.
I also want to say this, bro.
I think, you know, expose your child.
I know Josh is going to jump in, but I want to say this also. Sorry, Sean. That also a lot of times what sometimes the ladies do. Let Josh answer this. Because I was going to say
Okay,
that, and
so-
I have a feeling that's what he's going to do.
for love. Come on.
The best thing you can do, Felicia, hi Felicia. The best thing you can do is let the child see the father. Let the child spend time with the father, regardless of how you feel about the father.
Alles het
Laat hy man hom kind groot maak. Because remember, the child's going to look for himself and he's going to look for his father to find himself. So, yes, you've got money. Yes, you've got a job. You've got everything you can provide. Glory to God for that. If there's uncles, if there's a grandfather, let them spend time there. But father first preference. If he wants to be present, give him the time. If he's toxic, if he's abusive, if he's neglectful, then okay, there's a bit of
draw a
steps.
line.
You know, there's draw a line.
Video call.
But if he's not good for the child, then take necessary steps. I'm not saying withhold your child. But if you want your child to grow up and be a man, let him spend time with his father as much as possible. He will thank you later.
Or she.
He or she will thank you later because no one can father a child like a father
Facts.
who wants to be there. Do you
And
understand?
I think that's a critical part where you're saying who wants to be there. And I was actually going to mention that, but
you
that's-
cannot be a better man than a man.
Josh
you know?
is in a better position to answer that question. She says, hello, Josh. Just let's close it with remarks and then we call it a day. Let's start by Nate, bro, and then we'll work our way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna close with what I was talking about just now about my dad wearing my mother's high heels. Nah.
Still hurt, bro.
my thing, what I got from that, nah, because I couldn't finish. So what I got from that is my father was willing to humble himself and go through the pain instead of a mother going through the pain, and that's the role of a man, and that's the role he should play in the house. And also, thank you
Not
guys for
there to be
having me.
liked. Facts.
It was awesome, and shout out to Mercedes Benz.
Yeah, big facts. We should have had that.
Did Lewis end up winning, bro?
Yeah,
By
bro,
means
because
of
Russell
disqualification.
got this.
That's a beautiful point about his father being able to humble himself, you know, because I know his dad. I just thought, like, imagine seeing that man, or maybe coming to Nate's house,
man.
maybe fetching something and saying, why's your time wearing?
And
You know,
just, yeah.
but that's the role of a man. You go clipper for your family. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even though
you're
it's
not
just
there to be
trapping a
liked.
schoon eight, but
Facts.
that's the role of a man. If your child, your son knows that my father will do anything to make sure we are okay. You know, it instills that thing of I got you.
Regardless of
Even
how
if it's a-
menial, menial it
Felicia,
might
Felicia, even your son, one day.
Or daughter.
No, she's got a son.
Oh, it's a boy.
Right? Your son will say, no, mommy, it's okay. I'll take care of it. Because one day when he needed to sort something out, daddy said, no, it's fine. Don't worry. No, this is how you do it. It's important for that child to have the confidence to say, no, mommy, don't worry. I'll climb on the roof. I'll go fetch that thing. Or I'll fix this thing. Or the lighting must already have that thing of, nah, man, I'm the guy at home. I'll take care of you,
Man
mommy."
of the house.
You know? So it learns that from the father because a father makes a plan. You know what I mean? If there's not something, I don't know a lot of men, but I know my pa, hy kan nou 'n hek maak.
Once.
Sit net klomp staal, like eisters.
Ja.
Gee hom 'n welding machine. Ons gaan 'n hek hê met wiele. You know what I mean? Like, even a pillar, my dad, if you go to our house, the white pillar there, he built it with bricks one by one, the white pillar. So, I know I can do anything. Nothing is impossible because of the faith that I saw with my dad, whether it's
influence that
having
you saw.
12 children and trusting God's gonna, or building a house from the ground up. I know I can do anything because of my dad. So, we're gonna have to bite bullets for our families one day. And
But
the
that's
example
the,
is
that's the role of a man.
yeah,
you
the
know?
example
That's-
has been set,
as-
or we will have to set the example.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Yeah.
Jay?
I think let's
Oh,
go
yeah,
that
let's
way
go.
then.
Cheers.
Let's go, Sean.
Oh, me?
And then
Okay.
we'll go.
Yo, I just want to say to everybody, you know, forgive your parents, you know, and yeah, you know, everything's okay. Our parents are just humans. It takes work to raise a family. You know, so don't hold the standard too high. They're just human beings like us. Forgive, and you know that's when all the beautiful things happens afterwards. Mnatebawen.
Beautiful. Yeah, man. Me, yeah, let me start from the start. So with me, the LGBT and the Olympics, I say if you're a person of faith or you're a Christian straight out, it's the end times. God already told us that stuff like this will happen. So let's prepare ourselves. Let's put ourselves in that mentality that these things are coming and worse is coming. But let's educate ourselves and let's prepare ourselves mentally, spiritually for the war that's coming, because it's coming, right? And
Our
then
way.
also, you know
Christians' way.
yeah, our way. It's coming to Christians, yeah. And then also I want to say regarding father, because we went into fatherhood, and it's a beautiful one as well. I say that God is our father. You know, wasn't a father like you wanted him to be. You know, God still worked out life on situations to the betterment of you. So that's how we can all still be great fathers if you call to that higher calling. There's also something else that we spoke about. It was fatherhood. We didn't touch on P. Diddy, right?
We couldn't get there.
Yeah, and what was the Olympics?
You want to touch on P. Diddy?
No. Pause. No Diddy.
I didn't want to, bro. I don't want to.
Big pause. And then
We didn't. I don't want to.
and then there was another thing.
You can.
It was the Olympics. Okay. And that's it. Thank
I
you
think
so
we just
much.
segued into the
Yeah,
fatherhood.
thanks for having
Now,
us.
Fabs, come in and just close, bro.
In closing, brother. Gents.
All of a sudden, jump to 21.
No, they must get it up because we're coming back just now at lunchtime. You know, we're having the 2 hour. So we're officially calling this the show Sober Champs.
Sober champs. Yeah, bro.
Where's the
Sober champs.
Where's the Martinelli? You know,
Martinelli.
We're going in. Do you know?
Yeah, broski.
I want Stoic Mzansi, bro.
Just the mic, bro. The mic, bro.
Well, guys, thank you so much also for me just pulling up. The door is open. I know now. But yeah, I think everyone's input here today, from Nate's to Jesse over here. Yes, this was a nice show, I must say. I think Joe said it all, but we need this. As gents, we need this. We need this togetherness. There's always things for women. There's a woman's day, there's a woman's this.
And we love
but
women.
for men, we need to
Men's
also.
mental health.
We also.
Men.
Ay, man, come on now.
Traumatized.
Really?
So,
So we need this. So this was nice. This was awesome. I hope whoever watches this out there at home
sir.
will
Get
appreciate it, will enjoy it, will
sir.
find something that is for them. They'll extract that and apply it and leave the spoons in the plates that you can't eat.
And I think your story was also quite powerful. man, bro.
Are you gonna go,
I
bro?
think a bunch of people are going to vibe with your story, bro.
Yeah, no.
anyway, come see us on Sunday at the Crystal Ministry.
Now, Jesse must go.
With your Pastor X.
I really also love Jesse's story because it was very vulnerable
And straight to the point.
And straight to the point. That the father, you were proactive in that moment where you saw error and you fixed it right there.
Nicely,
Yeah, nicely. And that was beautiful. Yeah, it was.
There's nothing to
Use
do
that
with
mic,
feelings.
brother.
Fatherhood has
That's one,
nothing to do
Yeah,
with
yeah, that one,
feelings. Yeah.
Now, from my side, gents, thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure to have you in studio. I love the show when it's so full, man. It's just exciting and fun, and it's high. It's just exciting. But yeah, no, I agree with what Joe said. I think someone can take something out of the show here today. There's gents in here that don't have fathers, but yet they made something out of their life. They didn't have to turn to drugs and to this and that, but yet they took examples from each person and basically molded a father figure that they felt would work for them. And like Joe said, the ultimate father is Jesus Christ. We can take something from there as well.
Come on.
There's also just one thing that I learned from children's church where they said, you can't just tell a vulnerable child that Jesus is a father, because some fathers are abusive, some fathers, they swear them and stuff. So there's a certain way that you need to approach certain stuff. Because once you hear Jesus is your father, automatically you're cutting that child's mind out to think, this man is like my father back home. He's gonna hit me and stuff like that. Yeah. So but from my side, gents, thank you, much love.
Sweet. Where's the coffee, bro? And the scones.
Soon after. Don't worry.
But it's sober champ.
Maybe
So
I was later than Jesse today, bro.
Facts.
I came last.
This you beat him.
I beat him.
Big facts. But yo, for me personally, guys, this is such a monumental moment, and I think Sean, I speak about this all the time when we're chilling. Yo, guys, do you actually realize what's taking place here in terms of the full cycle, where we come from and where God is definitely going to take us through? I mean, when you look around, just around this table, the gifts, the talents that is here, how God brought us up from where we were, bro, to what's happening now, that we didn't scatter and go our own ways and go wayward, but we actually still here. So for me, this is an honor and a privilege. I don't have kids as yet, but I have you guys that I can look up to, that can shape that. No, I'm saying I don't have kids. I see what you did. I don't have kids as yet, but I got you guys, gents, that I can look up to. My dad is present, which I absolutely love and adore. My mom as well. My mom as well. So yeah, gents, Zakes knows as well, the big bro. Speaking to Zakes about every single thing, almost every single day, bro. And it just shapes me as a person as to where I'm headed and where God is about to take me, bro. And all of us in general, I believe that we still have mighty things that we need to do for the kingdom. 100%. And God is using us, guys. Yeah. This is not a moment to be taken light. It's that moment where God is shaping a generation. These are generational conversations we're having that is beyond our imagination, beyond our thoughts, beyond what we can think, fathom. The Bible says that no eye see, no ears, no mind will be able to fathom what God has planned for those who love Him. And I believe that we're a group of gents here that love Jesus, that love the Lord, and that just wants to see the betterment for society and for the world at large. So thank you so much, gents.
Part of the destiny vision.
Nice one. Gents, this was a nice show. Gents, this was a nice show. I appreciate everyone that came to the show today. Thanks, and I want to echo also what Jay's saying, bro. There's some dope quality gents here in this room with different gifts, different talents. And I think it makes sense for us to do things together, because then we bring that value. The value of each person is magnified when we come together and we apply that. So there's also confidence and strength in those numbers also that comes through. So gents, thank you. I know, except out of Jay, that the rest of us are all fathers, and we had to figure it out as we went. Josh is figuring his thing out. Sean figured out his thing. You figured out your thing. We figured, even us that grew up with fathers, we still have to figure it out. I have 2 girls, and the world is rough out here, bro. You gotta maneuver your way through this thing. But it is what it is. I'm happy that we all saved, we all blood washed, we all know Jesus, we all know the way of Yahweh. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everyone that's in the comment section. It's always a privilege to see you guys every week. Thank you. Josh, you came a little bit late, or I don't know if you were there the whole time, but thanks for that comment here, my brother. And peace and love and happiness. See you guys on the next one.
This is Pastor X, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins, and bless up to the world.
And then Jay just puts your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro.